gentlemen, strap on your boots. It's time for Crents Crappy Sports Section.
Welcome to Sport, Dave.
Yes.
Straight into local stuff. The AFL has launched an investigation into player behaviour at an end-of-season party involving the GWS Giants.
Sorry.
7 News chief AFL reporter Mitch Cleary has revealed the exclusive details of the probe, which involves several players and relates to distasteful comments, jokes and skits from the post-season event. Multiple players were facing AFL bans in relation to what was being described as highly inappropriate behaviour. The dress-up theme was celebrity couples with activities related to that. There were no victims from the public. It was a private event and the scenes were kept all between the players. But the AFL and the club have become aware of some disturbing activities after an anonymous tip-off, believed to be from the barman who was at the private event. Cleary said some players were overseas and only found out about the issue later after the fact. Players were given the chance to respond to claims of disrespectful behaviour. Was reported that some ill-informed jokes about US rapper Sean Diddy Combs were made, but that GWS say that is incorrect. However, it has been confirmed players did dress as former rugby league player Jared Hayne and Aussie basketballer Josh Giddey, both of whom have had sexual-related
claims against.
Jared Hayne was actually found guilty of a sexual offence, but got off on appeal.
Yep.
And Josh Giddey, of course, there was stories about
that was,
an underage girl, but
nothing
was found to be untoward.
It was kind of debunked. In the way
nothing was found to be untoward, that he'd been involved in. So actually, since I wrote this, one player has been suspended for 4 weeks.
Do we know who it is or not?
Josh Fay, I believe his name is. Right. The other players have been suspended, and some of the senior leaders at the event were fined for not stepping in and cutting things off when it got a bit out of hand.
So it's obviously got out of hand, but still shit form from the barman. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just keep your mouth shut.
The two words that stand out to me is private event.
Yeah, it's a private event.
Now,
if you were the barman at a fucking swingers club, are you going to go and tell people who was there at the swingers club? Well, you're fucking...
And I'm not saying them jokes are right or whatever, but at the end of the day, they're made daily. There's memes on Facebook about P. Diddy every day. You see,
that's it. They're only
people making jokes about it. And so whether it's right or wrong, private event where they weren't in public, I'd near guarantee any of them players would not turn up to Christmas and make them jokes to their nan.
No, exactly.
But they're at a private event with their teammates. Yeah. Like one young guy who probably you wouldn't say has established himself as an AFL footballer yet, he's going to miss 4 games. That is a huge penalty for this to go down.
Something that happened off field
at a private event. And I know people say, "Oh, that's bullshit, doesn't matter," or whatever. These guys have just lost a final that they were up by 44 points in the third quarter.
They're letting their hair down.
Lost. Like they're thinking, "Fuck it, we've had a tough year. We're just going to go and let our hair down." And again, private event is what sticks out to me. At what point do we stop holding these guys to... AFL footballers are held to the highest account of any athlete in the world.
Yes.
I honestly say that.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous they expect them to be.
We pay them hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, which is nothing
which is a piss in the ocean compared to what other athletes earn.
We expect them on a Saturday to run through a fucking brick wall for us, but the second they have a beer at a bar, we're all over them. Josh Ginnivan, what's his name? Ginnivan?
Jack Ginnivan.
Ginnivan, sorry. He goes out with his mates before... is it before AFL Grand Final every year or something?
Before a final. But he went to a pub, had a meal, like a restaurant, had a meal, drank water and went home.
And ridiculed for it though. Yeah. This is the thing. Just leave him alone. Just fuck off.
I say people all the time, he might be... I get pretty nervous. I'm a bit of a nervous type operator. If that helps take his mind off things and relax, do what you fucking like. Yeah. Like whatever's going to help you. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Toby Green dressed as Ray Gun. Wow.
Who cares?
Exactly.
So is he in trouble for that, is he?
He's in trouble for showing a lack of leadership. So he got a heavy financial penalty. As per usual. He might as well just send half his pay to the fucking AFL.
Yeah.
He just gets fined for fucking anything. But yeah, I just think...
Farts in the wind.
Private event, you just think, fucking leave him alone. At what point do we... Again, none of this stuff... Yeah, it's probably not a great look, but it was a private fucking event.
Yes, it doesn't...
That's why they done it.
If it was in public, fair enough.
Yeah.
But it's private, so...
Like... I just think, what point do you let them have some sort of normal life and be people? Again, they haven't done it at a pub. They're not Brendan Favola standing on the corner holding a dildo wearing a dress that year. That wasn't probably his best look.
I remember Chris Judd said it it was years ago. People were saying, "Yeah, but you're in the public eye. You know these kids look up to you." But Chris Judd said, I don't want kids to look up to me. I don't want to be their hero.
Don't want to be a role
I just want to play football at the best of my ability.
And copped a bit of flack about it.
Yeah, and should have done because he fucking just wanted to play football.
And he is a bit more of a worldly, but like he's a big investor now. He's got his own podcast on investment.
Yep.
And he said I'm not Chris Judd the footballer. He said I'm Chris Judd who plays football.
Yes, that's right.
It's not what I am. It's part of who I am.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's not what I am. It's part of who I am. Yeah.
So I think, I just think, like I know people say, oh, you're just two blokes and you fucking no idea what you're talking about or whatever. But at what point does this woke thing just fucking give us a spell?
Jesus fucking Christ!
I can't take much more of it, and it's only going to get worse.
I don't reckon any woke people listen to us though, Crents.
No, that's fucking probably true. Yeah, but we don't want them to.
Yeah,
fuck off.
Well, no, listen. You might fucking learn something.
Share it and then shut your mouth. Yeah, tough to take. So, GWS be sitting there and, they've got to take a hard line on it or whatever. But I reckon their CEO or president must sit back at night and think, fuck me, we've got blokes suspended next year for that.
For having it, it's just...
It could be a huge hemorrhage there start of the year.
I honestly don't understand how under any circumstances, can the AFL or any other sporting body come in and suspend someone for doing anything.
Well,
if they do something illegal, if they do something absolutely illegal and heinous crime, let the police deal with that.
That's right.
I don't understand how you think you have the right to stop them from fucking earning money.
The AFL,
the police can do that.
Do take a fucking hell of a. They think they are a. They take a political stand on pretty much everything.
Yeah,
now,
fuck off because
they probably should.
A lot of the time, their political stance is different to what most of the people think anyway.
That's right. Yeah, because it's the woke. They take the woke view of everything.
Yeah,
whether it's right or wrong. And
let me tell you as well, right. These fines, I've never understood fines.
I think most of them do go to charity.
Doesn't matter.
AFL fines.
Doesn't matter. I don't understand the fines because could you imagine, right, if you fucked up at work and your boss said, I'm fining you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give the money that you've earned this year to charity. Fuck off, you fucking cunt.
Well, that'd be against all the workplace.
Yeah, exactly. So how the fuck can these AFL, NRL, all of them, they fucking fine these players?
It'd be in their contract.
Yeah, either fucking suspend them or let them go.
Yeah.
There's your options.
Yeah. To financially hemorrhage. Yeah, it
is.
You
can't find it. I don't understand how a workplace can financially hemorrhage anyone under any circumstances whatsoever.
Especially some of like the rookie listed players. Like some of them, it's not a pittance, but some of them probably living in Sydney earn $100,000 a year. It's not easy to live in Sydney.
No, that's
probably paying 40 in fucking rent.
Massive amounts of money.
No, you're probably paying 40 in rent.
Yeah, this fining. Fuck off with it.
No, I agree.
It's always pissed me off. Sorry.
Anyway, trade week the last week, Nath, for the AFL too. It's a bit of a fucking shambles. Went for a week and a half. 8 players moved in the last half hour, and pretty much for what everyone knew offered last week.
Yeah,
like just get on with it. If I was a player, I'd just say just get on with it. Is that your best deal? Or how about you can do this as well? Yep, done.
Trade day. Should be just trade day.
Yeah, well, that exactly.
Or 3-day trade period.
3-day would do. Like Jake Stringer to GWS was fucked out for a week. GWS offered pick 56. Essendon said no. They said no. They said no. Ended up getting pick 53.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just fucking move on.
Just
what the fuck?
That's a high pick for Jake Stringer. I don't reckon he's a bad footballer.
I agree.
He's definitely...
I know he comes with a bit of baggage.
And he's momentum based. So if he's not going well in the first quarter, he's probably not going to go well for the rest of the game.
100%. People say, he's inconsistent or whatever. Yeah, but he wins you 4 games a year that others don't.
That's right.
So he kicked 44 goals or something this year.
Yeah, that's not bad.
One less than Ugle-Hagen at the Dogs, who everyone's talking about being the next big thing, which I agree. Ugle-Hagen looks to be a star.
Okay.
But, I just think but he's 30. He's not ancient. He's only 30.
He's not. He's probably got 3 or 4 years.
He'll be great for the Giants.
Yeah.
He put Hogan and that. He complements them perfectly.
Yeah.
So he's the ideal one. And
I found though, but mostly for the trades that I've seen, just they hold a low regard for players.
It comes down to one about to talk about Shea Bolton going on the Dockers. They paid a huge premium for him, but he was contracted to 2029 or something.
Yeah, okay.
So he was so heavily... You
happy about that trade or not?
Wrapped. I think he's a star. I've always rated him. I think he probably misses a few... He's probably not... For a small forward, he's probably one of the worst snappers you'll see. He misses a lot of snapshots.
Yeah.
But...
Gets a lot of the ball.
He's one of 3 players. He's one of 3 players in the last 10 years to have 400 disposals and 40+ goals in a season.
Yeah.
Only Chad Warner and Toby Green have also done it.
I'll be honest. I quite often chuck Bolton into a little multi.
Yeah, because
he's for 20+.
He pops up and he's probably the one piece. We've got quite a talent list. He's probably the one thing we don't have. And I know no one just wants to sit here and listen to me talk about Dockers, but he's probably the one thing we don't have. So I think
Henry.
If he gets back to
him.
Who?
Henry.
Liam
Henry. No, one that comes to St Kilda.
Yeah. But he wanted to go. He got a big money offer from the Saints and wanted to go.
Yeah.
So
I've been happy with him.
Yeah, he's a good little player. So 2025, I think we'll win in the canter. The rest of the teams wouldn't beat us if they started now, and I would just ride off. If I was you, I'd be getting planning for about 2029. It's when our dynasty may come to an end, I reckon, 2029. So we've got such a strong history of winning. So I just think now we've got this list, it's just going to continue on. Like we just can't lose from here, I don't think.
Well, St Kilda for me are on borrowed time.
Still.
Well, they've got to win a premiership before the mighty Tasmanian Devils come in. Otherwise, I'm jumping fucking shit. I'm not sure Jack McRae's the fucking shining light.
You know what? One thing's funny, though. Like, all the St Kilda supporters I know, they've just been beaten to oblivion where they just... But like, I've been interested in footy since I was a kid, so 20 years ago I would have been 14.
Yeah.
And I remember them saying then, like, oh, fuck, I just want to see one before I die. And it sort of become a bit of a joke, like, oh, yeah, no, I'm sure you will. But then people are getting in their late 60s now.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of thinking, fuck, there's not one I'm knocking on the door at the minute.
And we're not close. No. We just signed Max King till 2032.
Yeah.
They must see something I don't. Look,
he's got all the tools.
When he plays well, fuck, there's no one that can get anywhere near him.
Yeah.
But he's always injured.
And he's always under pressure to perform.
And the fact that he's always injured, when he comes back, then he's got, he's a young guy, so it takes a couple of games to get into it.
Yeah.
And then he cops another little niggle, and then it's like, fucking hell, like he can never get a run on.
It's a long time. The club's got a bit of... Actually, they're talking about it. They've got to get it past the AFLPA, but the AFL are talking about putting a limit on contracts. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a long term.
Some of these 7-8 year deals.
Yeah.
Noah Bolter at Richmond the other day signed for 7 years. Noah Bolter's a solid player, but fucking 7 years. He's not your franchise, is he? Like,
no, that's right.
He's not LeBron James.
He's not Lance Franklin.
No, that's right.
But I still think I still don't know that was an 11-year deal, wasn't it, for Lance Franklin?
9 years, 10 million.
9 years, 10 million. I don't know if that was the best deal.
We actually played an extra year.
Yeah, I still don't think it was their best deal though.
In what way?
Well, they didn't get a premiership.
I know, but they got them to 3 grand finals,
and they fucked them all.
Yeah, but I think. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was beyond him. I think a lot of other people let him down them days than him.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I know your marquee players are a bit like your coach, I think. They can get you there, but you can't expect them to do everything every week.
Things have to switch on that day.
Like Shea Bolton, he might be a bit inconsistent, but fuck, he wins games.
Oh, no, I think he's a winner. I think
he wins games.
I think Fremantle have done really well getting him.
Jake Stringer, again, wins games.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's a bit hard work and carries a bit of weight or whatever, but some people, some people are built like that.
Yeah.
So not all people are built. I run fucking bulk kilometres in the summer. I've never had a six-pack in my life.
No, that's right.
It's just people are fucking, So, I just think fucking leave them alone. Let them do their thing.
Yeah.
Kenya's governing body of athletics has launched...
We're off AFL then.
Yeah, sorry, moving on. I thought we better go with something else. Vehement defence of marathon runner Ruth Chepnegich in the face of widespread criticism following a record-smashing run. One of athletics' major barriers was broken when she became the first female in history to run a marathon in less than 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Fuck.
42.2 kilometres in 2 hours and 10 minutes.
That's pretty sharp, isn't it?
That's ridiculous, yeah. So the previous record was 2:11:53.
So she's beat it by 11 minutes.
Smacked it by 1 minute 57 seconds.
Sorry.
No, she just maths, bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking incredible. But there's a fair bit of blowback on that. But again, this was obviously just not a fun run, but not a world event because it looks like she wore a pair of those super shoes.
Oh, right.
So
Shoes? All of a sudden she's cheated.
Yeah, well, there is a fair bit of...
no, I'm joking.
fucking... A lot of Kenyan distance runs have been banned for doping-related offences regularly lately. So there's a bit of talk about whether... But, the super shoes. Now, super shoe is a carbon-plated shoe with a fucking real thick foam sole. And so a lot of the guys that kept choking, that have broke records the last couple of years have worn it in like a marathon, not World Series or Olympics or anything like that. Not a sanctioned event, but and they smash records. But it's carbon plate with thick foam. It basically acts like a spring, and they just run like fucking the wind, and they're breaking ridiculous records. So
even
most of the band now, but
even so, I don't think that would help me. Like, I'm not going to strap a set of them on and be able to run the Bernie 10.
In 28 minutes.
In 3 hours, still don't think it'll get me there in 3 hours.
Trent, as in finish.
Complete it.
So they're fucking banned everywhere. But one thing I find, though, like even with the Olympics, back in the 40s, they didn't have the suits that they're wearing now either. Like, is it just a matter of technology evolves, let them wear it? And friend of ours back in the day, Nathan, I probably won't use his name, but Stewie's old man.
Yeah.
His theory was, I'll never forget him saying this. He goes, well, it's really hard.
We can say his name's Carl.
People doping and all this sort of shit.
Yeah.
He said, just make everything legal and do what you like. He said, if you can run 100 metres in 4 seconds, go
it's
for
more
it.
intense. And it's more fucking impressive.
That's
I
right.
keep seeing these things on Facebook saying that there is going to be an Olympics where that there's no
Yeah,
testing.
is
it actually
they're calling it
happening
the
or not?
doping Olympics or something. Yeah, well, James Magnuson's been offered, if you break a world record, I think there's $1 million prize or something to go and break the actual world record, even though it won't stand as far as the governing bodies.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're calling it the doping World Games or something like that.
Yeah.
Doping World Games. So yeah, it'd be interesting.
Well, I heard Ronnie Coleman say once in the Mr. Olympia, he said it's not winning Mr. Olympia isn't like the best athlete. It's the person who can take the most steroids and survive.
Yeah, wow. And survive.
Yeah. Like it's basically like I mean, obviously you have to train as well. 'cause
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
but you have to train. But it's the most chemicals you can put in your body and still survive it.
That's
They're
crazy,
the ones
isn't
that win. So yeah, and he won 9, I think.
And he's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive, but he's fucked.
Is he?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. He broke his back.
But he's not cooked
Squatting.
from the drugs though.
No. Probably part of it. I don't know.
I couldn't do that to my body in the chase
No,
or something. I would just think of the ramifications.
So do I. That's
couldn't
when
do
I'm
it. Yeah.
hypochondriac sort of set up. Like,
Yeah.
That's why when I'm running to the shop, I go, oh, if I get puffed out here, I don't want to run out of here. So I'll stop.
I don't know whether I'm exhausted or I'm having a heart attack. I've been having a spell.
Like a big balloon that just goes.
Well, there's a bloke at work. He's not what I'd call fit, and he's a subscriber to the theory that your heart's only good for so many beats. Why waste them?
Oh, yeah.
Don't make go any faster.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah.
So,
slow that down.
Slow that thing right
yeah.
down. Just keep it rolling. But yeah, so that's it for sport anyway, Dave.
That's it for me then.
That's it for me.
All right.
Good
Thanks for
sesh. Good
listening.
Sunday morning sesh.